is a really common phrase folks are feeling, I can't meditate, okay? I'm going to address why, 5 top reasons you may feel that you can't meditate, okay? I'm going to go through these 5 reasons, and I'm going to give you quickly some tips on how to overcome those problems. Hey, namaste goddesses, it's Yogini Kala here. I am so glad you're here. And today I'm going to dive in. If my manner seems energized, it's because I'm trying to film before a summer thunderstorm that keeps threatening. I run outside with the camera and then I run back inside because it looks like it starts raining. According to your comments, which I want you to put below, I really want to know, I will make more videos that flesh out why you feel you can't meditate. Okay, so let's get started. So when you say I can't meditate, I really can relate to that. And here is why I can relate to that. I was told at my first 6-week meditation retreat, 6 weeks of meditating, people, and there was a renowned Buddhist monk from Burma, glowing skin, bald head. He just, could have been cast in a Hollywood movie as a monk, right? Calm, peaceful, but very incisive, you could tell. So I'm sitting on the floor, cross-legged, and it's my turn to be what we call an interview. He's going to ask me how you're doing meditating, right? Like those of you who remember, there was just this phrase, like grasshopper, and the master would question what was going on. So I'm sitting on the floor, you guys, and he's up in his big chair, and he leans down, and he looks at me, and he goes, concentration weak. That my concentration was very weak. I don't think I'd even said anything yet, I think I had shared, and that was his phrase, and I remember being like, yeah, my concentration is weak. So I really understand when you say you can't meditate. Here I was, thinking I'm going to be there for 6 weeks meditating 10 hours a day, and the head monk is like, I don't know about you. So I understand. So let me jump into the first reason I think that you might be feeling that you can't meditate is that your mind wanders, okay? So you feel like I can't meditate because my mind is wandering, okay? So I'm not doing it right. So as the storm starts brewing, what I want to say is that's normal. It's normal for your mind to wander. That is completely normal. That's completely expected. And I'm going to make a video about why that's actually a good sign if you notice that your mind is wandering. It's a good sign. So let me just tell you a little bit about that. And I'm going to share a story. You guys know I'm also a yoga teacher. I'm a certified yoga teacher. And so after teaching for a while, some people would say to me, well, yeah, I can't do yoga. I can't do yoga because I'm not flexible. I'm not flexible, so I can't do yoga. I'd say, well, now, would you say that you can't work out at a gym and do weight training because you're weak? And they would pause and they'd be like, well, yeah, no, weight training, right? Like they would get it, you guys. It's the same thing. You train with weights because you're trying to get stronger, right? So when folks would say something like, I can't do yoga, I'm not flexible, the yoga will make you more flexible. So in the same way, your mind wandering is not a sign not to meditate. Your mind wandering is completely normal. I'm watching these beautiful birds flit around and circle me. So that's completely normal for your mind to wander. So I promised I'm going to give a tip for each one. So the tip for that, if mind wandering is the worst thing that's happening to you in meditation, is that you just need to first accept it. And then, believe it or not, once you accept your mind wandering, typically it settles down a little bit. So it's paradoxical. If you accept your mind wandering as normal and you relax, your mind will wander less. Grasshopper. Okay, so that's on that first one. Again, tell me in the comments your questions and I'll share more in a follow-up video. But that is the truth in terms of the mind wandering. Now, the second reason that you may feel that you can't meditate is that you feel anxious and antsy. That's reason number 2. You might feel anxious and antsy when you meditate. Again, perfectly normal. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to go inside or film this in the rain. Oh my God. I can't. Okay, big drops are starting. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep filming. Okay, so what you need if you're anxious or antsy is you actually need physical activity. Okay, you need something physical. Folks who suffer from feeling really antsy and anxious when they try to sit still in the classical meditation, it means you have your what's called rajasic. Rajasic means that you're going at like 80, 90 miles an hour, and meditation is asking for you to drop down to 15 and 20. And the analogy I had for that is you're like a race car, and we're asking you to go like an Amish, you know those little buggies that the Amish people use with the horses? So you're revved up. And so my recommendation, a quick recommendation here, would be to do more physical types of activities. Actually, yoga would be good because it's a physical, yet it can be meditative, and you have that much energy. You need something physical. Walking meditation would typically be given to someone like that, someone who has a lot of anxiety, or just straight up physical activity. Okay, let's keep moving. Let's beat this thunderstorm. Number 3 is you feel like you have no time. There's a famous phrase in the meditation community where a student asks the meditation master, well, how often should I meditate? The teacher says, well, 20 minutes a day is fine. Do 20 minutes a day. And the person says, I don't have 20 minutes a day. I can't. You want me to sit and meditate for 20 minutes a day? And the teacher listens and finally says, well, in that case, I have a solution for you. And the student says, okay, what is it? He says, you need to meditate for an hour a day. And the reason for that is, and the tip is, if you really can't find 20 minutes in your day, if your day is that tightly scheduled and you're going from thing to thing at that pace, you need to meditate longer because something is off in your life. Something is off with your lifestyle that needs to be adjusted, and the meditation. And I promise you, this is one of the few things I outright will promise you on my channel. If you start meditating in the right way and with the right guidance, you'll find that your days become less hurried. You literally do the same thing and probably more, but there's a sense of what I would call spaciousness. So you're able to get more done, but in a calm manner because you're much more focused. Even when problems come up, you deal with them more smoothly, more efficiently, and more graciously. I can promise you that. So that's the I don't have time excuse. Doing meditation will build in more time in your day. And like I said, that is something I can promise if you're meditating correctly. And that's one of the benefits, of meditating. Okay. The 4th reason you might feel you can't meditate is you have physical pains. Okay. It's starting to rain. Okay, I'm under a tree, so I'm going to keep filming. All right. So you have physical pains. Now, again, there's a positive in that. The reason you have physical pains is, well, you're sitting still for a period of time, but often, you guys, you might have had pain and discomfort. You didn't notice it. Now, when I went to my first retreat, I'm going to move myself a little bit under the tree more. My very first retreat, you guys, I had horrible pain in my shoulders. Like my shoulders felt gripped up. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, what is this? We'd take a break, we'd go sit again, and the pain would return for an entire day. And I was like, that's weird because I don't have pain in my shoulders typically. Once you start meditating and you're relaxing your mind, you start to feel what was there. So in fact, I had that shoulder tension. I had been carrying it around, but I hadn't. My mind was so busy, I was so busy that I never was really aware of it. The tension was there, but I was unaware, okay? So that's one aspect of it. And now if you have knee pains, certain types of pains are from sitting. Now that typically only happens if you're sitting a really long time. And so the solution for that is to move. Change your position. Change your position. As you really become an advanced meditator, the advice would be a little bit different. But if you're having pains when you meditate, it's okay to mindfully shift your position. And like I said, if it's tension, it was there, you just weren't aware of it. In my story with the shoulder, like I said, it was really intense. The next day, it just disappeared. I did nothing. I didn't do stretches, anything, nothing. The next day, I literally felt when it disappeared. I had processed through it. The body had released it. Any of you who are massage therapists or go get massage, we are taught that the issues are in the tissues. The tissues of the body hold our issues, okay? And you ready for the final reason you might feel you can't meditate? It's the opposite of number 2, which was that you're anxious and antsy, is that you could feel sleepy. You could feel sleepy. That's very common. You start to fall asleep. Okay, are you ready for my breakthrough answer on why, what to do when you feel sleepy when you're meditating? It's because you need more sleep. If you sit still to attempt meditation and you start getting sleepy and nodding off, and when I go to retreats, that doesn't tend to happen to me, but I've watched people in front of me, which I shouldn't be doing, by the way. You're not supposed to be watching people when you're supposed to be meditating. But this was in the beginning, and I'd see people like nodding and then sit up. It's that we are so revved up. Again, you're running like a race car through life, especially if you're in the West. Our culture prizes that. We're going so intensely that you're tired. You're literally sleep deprived. And that's why you get sleepy when you try to meditate, because your body is like, yes, we're stopping. It must be time to go to bed. That's the only time we stop. Okay, so I'll put you to sleep. And there you are. You're falling asleep. Those are the 5 reasons. Now, I want to know in the comments. I tried to go through really fast because people's attention spans are short, especially on YouTube. I know, maybe not you. In the comments, tell me which of these reasons are your reasons why you feel you can't meditate. And then ask me questions. What's your specific issue? And if you want me to make follow-up videos, like I said, I would like to address each one of these more in depth of how to work with it, okay? I hope this was helpful. I hope you feel a little bit like your problems with meditation are normal. All of these that I mentioned are perfectly normal, and they're to be expected. Do not stop meditating for that reason, whether you're doing chakra meditation, any type of meditation, mantra meditation, mindfulness, vipassana, insight, whatever type of meditation you're doing, these are the main reasons that people feel like they're failing at it. You're not failing at it. Stay blessed. It's raining lightly around me. I'm a city girl. I really want to go inside, but I wanted to finish this for you. Namaste. Stay blessed. Bye-bye.